Hello viewers, welcome to episode 29 of the RS3 Ironman Quest for Master Questcape series. I'm going to start off by checking on a clue voyage that I sent out. It's actually the last one that I need to complete all the clue steps. So it came back with the chef, and what's the result? Okay, he got it. You can now access the chef's hidden voyage, the Golden Ration. Very good. So as you can see, I now have all the stories completed and all the clues for each applicable adventurer. 3 out of 3. While I'm here, I might as well just show what trade goods I have in port resources. I typically don't do anything much besides sending out trade good voyages, so I just sort of hoard the resources as they come in. And the ones I use the most are obviously spices and ancient bones. So with the update today, a mini quest list was released in the quest tab. I have 4 mini quests left, and 3 of them are required for the Master Questcape. The only one that's not is the Lost Toys, which comes after one of the vampire quests, and you need it for comp, but not for Master Questcape. So I'll start out with those mini quests, starting with Hopespear's Will. I have to drink a goblin potion to get inside the crypt here. You also need a ring of visibility and the ability to talk to ghosts, but I think both of those are automatic for me, so. Okay, so apparently you actually need the physical ring of visibility and the ghost beak amulet. So I'm gonna have to get that back from Rasolo here. Okay, take 2. Need to take another swig of goblin potion, which by the way you make using toadflax potion with pharmacose berries, which the makeover mage gives you for free west of Falador there. Okay, so apparently I don't actually need to be wearing the ghost beak amulet, but I do need the ring of visibility. This ghost is waiting for the big high war god, i.e. Bandos, to come and rescue them and bring them into an age of prosperity, I guess. So I'm telling him I visited Ubiusk. It was a wasteland, sorry. So I have to take the bones of the priests in here and bury them on Ubiusk. Huh, now the quests tab pops up for the mini quests. Except alright, that's the first bone. There's the last bone. Now I just have to go bury these on Ubiusk. Okay, BLQ apparently. Last bone. There we are. Okay, this mini quest looks pretty convoluted. Start point, talk to Tsar Gelkot after using a ring of visibility on a ring of stone somewhere outside the Tsar city. But to do that, first I need exactly 625 obsidian shards in my backpack. Recently donated Tokkul to the Fight Cauldron coffer, and a Tokkul Zo uncharged, equipped. Well, my Tokkul Zo is currently charged with 4,000 charges, that's full. And I think the only way to uncharge it is to actually fight things, because it loses charge when you fight volcanic creatures. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a fight kiln or something. Oh, apparently obsidian shards are a reward from the Fight Cauldron, so I'll have to do that instead, I guess. There we go, that's 625 shards. I'll say one thing about this minigame, or whatever you call it. It gives a decent amount of emeralds. 630 obsidian shards, perfect. Yeah, so if you ever need emeralds, spent a little over an hour here and got 61, didn't even pick up everything. The only problem is my Tokkul Zo still has 3,000 charge about, so I need to fight more things to get it down. Actually, I think you can just destroy it and reclaim it uncharged. So let's try that.
Thank you.
Yeah, when it's uncharged, you can't teleport around with it, so I'll have to earn some more Tokkul to charge it eventually. But all I have to do now is donate some Tokkul to this coffer outside the fight cauldron. Unfortunately, I think I actually need to be wearing some obsidian armor to donate to the coffer there in the fight cauldron. And for that I need 12 shards to make 1 obsidian bar to make, like, let's say some gloves. Okay, I hope this works. Donate 15,000? Yes. Okay, that's for the next 20 minutes. Now I have to go anywhere outside the Tsar city. Not be wearing obsidian armor. Be wearing the uncharged Tokkul Zo. And I think that satisfies the requirements, yes. And now I use a ring of visibility on a ring of stone. Oh, perfect. Okay, I have to meet him back at the fight cauldron. Complete the requirement, I guess you don't need to. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to bother going back there for the time being. Okay, Tales of Nomad mini-quest. Sift through Nomad's memory on the western side of the lower level of the underworld. Turn by passing through Death's door. Examine Death's door. Knock knock knocking on Death's door. Haha. My life began here at the village edge. Walls of stone were my home. Oh, that's cool. I had no idea what this meant, so I looked it up. And you have to go sort of around the game world, finding the places that he references with his clues. So I guess he grew up near Edgeville. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, so some white knights killed his parents who were black knights, I guess. Basically Nomad as a vagabond in Varrock. My first master, Orib. Okay. My master lacked vision, more interested in learning about souls than he was about harnessing their limitless power. Huh. Oh, Nomad killing Orib. So he's looking for a necromancer. Imagine my disappointment to learn he had lost the true faith and fallen to the worship of the adversary. Yeah, sure enough. Dragith Nern, the mindless husk of a long-dead necromancer. I will never reveal my secrets. For some reason outside Varrock here. Oh, so he helped Varrock against Lucian's invasion to get Lucian's attention. Oh, so he realized that Lucian had an external source of power, so I guess the Stone of Jazz. And he planned to rival Lucian by getting souls. So he harvested the souls of warriors from the game that he invented. Lucian wised up to what he was doing and sent someone to kill him. When he left his throne, he became vulnerable and got killed. Yeah, so basically we killed Nomad. Soul Obelisk healed him enough to escape. Kinshra Spymaster. Basically a white knight traitor, servile. My new master was weak and found himself corrupted by those he was sent to observe. Nomad wanted to kill his new master, so he asked him to meet him at his home. I cannot abide weakness. Oh, he's talking about a new source of power, I guess divination. This is after the gods returned, so... in a place where the water itself was lethal, I devoured the divine energy. Death had finally caught up with me. Death finally took me, and for a moment all was lost. Then we met again, Tricky Knight. We always return to the beginning, to where it all started, don't we? With a sudden chill, you find some lamps in your backpack that were not there before. Oh, there we go. That was cool. The backstory of Nomad. I never really quite understood where he came from before, so that was neat. And that's the last of the mini quests I need for the Master Quest Cape. Now to the Releka Long Haul, where I have to hear the Epic of Bukala. I have no idea what this is about. Famed Slayer of Daggermouths. Okay, so Dagannoth. 5 minutes in length. Oh boy, okay. It's one of the things I like about RuneScape, is just the depth of the lore and the effort that they put into it. Like what other game would create a 5-minute long poem about some in-game historical battle? Oh, Bukala's Blade, Balmung, okay. So it's a tale about the Balmung. Oh look, there's Karshai in the background. Cheer. Okay, well that's kinda cool. Now I'll complete Supply and Demand, complete 5 supply runs after Death Plateau. Apparently I've done 2 out of 5. Yeah, to get up here you have to go past the trolls and climb the cliff face right there. I guess there are more ways to get up here, but that seems to be the fastest. This is the last crate to deliver.
Good day. Thanks.
There we go. Now I have to talk to Tim and Crunchy in the behind the scenes to get a bobblehead pet, or a couple of bobblehead pets. Would you like to see the world with me? That was easy. After the You Are It quest, you can go around Gielinor finding necklace fragments, which can be used to restore this old necklace, which I just dug up from the grave here in Lumbridge. And the last one inside Castle Fenkenstrain. Combine the fragments. Well, that's the requirement complete. I'll just have a look at the journal and talk to Yuri as well. Oh yeah, the Great Hunt was when Drakan chased after Karos because he made an imitation stone of jazz, and Drakan was triggered. So he escaped because his brooch had gnomic magic that allowed him to look like whomever he chose. He chose to look like a Juvenant. And then someone disguised him by putting him in an Iron Maiden, and his brooch made him look like a corpse. I gave her my charm ring in remembrance and gathered my trinkets. Okay, so I guess that's how we got his ring. And he just grappled over the salve, up over the Paterdomus wall to escape Mauritania. Oh, so finally, to escape his hunters, he made like a robot of himself. And young adventurer killed it. And his name passed into history. So I guess his grave wasn't his grave after all. Alright, let's see what Yuri says. I have reason to believe that Karos is alive. He may even have been the person who asked you to bury his body. If there's anyone using magic to hide themselves, this necklace will discover them. So maybe that's setting up for a future quest where we have to look for Karos. Or I wonder if it's even an Easter egg where if you just wear the necklace all over Gielinor, you'll eventually find him. Maybe he's hiding out in Arprosandra with Gluff, learning more gnomish magic. Who knows? I have one last journal to find in Tardiad. They did a good job with the music here. It really made it sound sort of sad and creepy at the same time. Anyway, the last journal is underneath the boulder in this house in the northwest. Whoa, that's kinda cool. So when Saren came to Tardiad, most of the elves abandoned their ancient shrines, and one of them was apparently keeping back this beast called the Hunlif. So one of the Saiwir sacrificed themselves to keep that beast locked up. That's weird. I found and read the ancient Tardian journal, but it's not showing as read. Oh, there we go. There's the weathered journal. That was the last one I needed, I guess. Without her, Saren, there is no cure and they all know it. We should have gone with the others. Now we've turned our homeworld into a tomb. Yes, I was just reading on the wiki that the elf who supposedly sacrificed himself to keep the Hunlef monster at bay was actually named Helwyr. And he didn't actually sacrifice himself. He killed the Hunlef and used elven magic to draw energy out of the Hunlef, and now he can change into its form at will, which is how you get the God Wars 2 boss. Anyway, this is pretty exciting. I only have one Master Questscape requirement left, and that is Library of Nex. Find and read the books from the Nex Angel of Death encounter. So basically I just need to survive an AOD instance, or fight. I'll have to read up on how to fight it a little bit. So it's more difficult to get on an Angel of Death team than I anticipated. So what I'm going to do is just do Slayer and Clue Scrolls until I get on a team. Whoa, that was cool. Just got a rare drop table drop of 162 Onyx Bolts, which is worth 1.3 million before you enchant them anyway, even. Got my Nox bow and my Nox staff to level 12, so I should be getting a level here. And that is 108 Invention. Alchemizer MK2. Well, I already have that built, thanks to Invention Potions, but... So here I am at Angel of Death. This team is willing to take me on as a learner. Hopefully I can get a kill and get those 2 books that I need for the last Master Questscape requirement.
Somewhere on the side.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where.
Sweet.
Good job.
So I guess this is as good a place as any to read the Promised Gift and the Appraisal. Let's do the Promised Gift first. So that's cool. So Zeros created these 4 stones of smoke, blood, shadow, and ice from like these different creatures from different worlds. And he gave them to Nex so that she could match the power of the gods now that the edicts have gone. And he used the stones to create a whole bunch of beings, including Nex. And the ice was from an Arch Glacior. This blood one was from Drakan's mother. The Shadow Stone was from 1001 Shadow Cacklers from the Shadow Realm, whatever those are. The smoke was a smoke demon from Infernus. That's awesome. I created the stones as a pure focus for the dark elements to aid in my work creating the Nile. Okay, when I open the Appraisal, it will complete the requirement, I think. Or I have to read it all first. Oh, so the arena for the next Angel of Death encounter precedes the God Wars, and they built the temple on top of it without knowing it. And she built it to house the power that she thought Zeros would give her, and I guess he eventually did with those stones. She's also saying what her minions taught her, Torva, Virtus, and the other guy, Pernix. Okay, I think that should complete the requirement. Okay, nothing happened. That was anticlimactic. But there you have it, 208 on 208. And that's it, folks. It's done. I just need to get it now. I've defeated 8 Nex Angel of Death encounters. I signed once on the bomb because I didn't stay long enough in the center, and then I got insta-killed once because I left the center due to an auto-retaliate. Alright folks, the moment is approaching. I gave my clan chat 10 minutes notice, and one of them showed up. Godlike RNG, a faithful viewer of the series. So we'll have a tiny party. Okay, talk about the Master Quest Cape. I notice you've acquired a new cape. I'm pretty sure this guy did not kill Nex Angel of Death, but whatever. Here we go. Well, I guess I should probably enter my pin first. There we are. Well, that feels pretty good. That was a long time coming, and that is a beautiful cape. It's one of the reasons I went for it in the first place, besides the fact that I like the questing aspect of the game, the stories, the lore. Man, that looks really good. So the perk of the Master Quest cape is having all these teleports. I'm definitely going to include this in my clue preset, mainly for behind the scenes, the Champions Guild for a quick teleport to close to the Varrock Lodestone, Legends Guild, Varrock Museum, and the World Gate. Actually, let's see where the Legends Guild one ends up. Oh, it's inside the Legends Guild. Okay. Well, that's still pretty. That's still quicker than the Taco Zo to the Fight Caves, and then taking a ferry ring to the Legends Guild. Ancient Guthix Temple. Behind the scenes. Champions Guild. The Empty Throne Room. This is good for mining dark anima. Glacier Cavern. It's a quick teleport to the Bainite Rocks as well as Glaciers. Heroes Guild, even though I can just go to Prif to recharge any glories. Tears of Guthix, not that I really do that anymore. Nice look to the cape in the darkness here with the blue flames. Varrock Museum. And the World Gate. Some really useful teleports. Well, all good things must come to an end, and here I am back where I started at the Guthix Memorial. Seems a good place to end. I've had a lot of fun with this series. Took longer than it could have because of how long I was gone for certain stretches. And I hope these videos were entertaining or instructive to people. Didn't gain too many followers on YouTube, but that was never really the intention. It was more for the experience. I always wanted to make a YouTube series based on RuneScape, and this seemed like a good way to do it. As for what's next, I have no plans currently for another series. I had considered doing a completionist series after this one, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'll do is just do Ironman update videos every once in a while. The longest part will be leveling up all my skills to 120, or the 3 skills that go up to 120. The comp requirements that I have left are these ones in gray. The longest one, besides getting all skills to mastery, would probably be the Lunar Master, unlocking all the Livid farm spells. And the Reaper Crew would definitely be the hardest one. These are the bosses I have left. Solak is would be probably a major impediment, a large learning curve. The rest I think I could do with not too much trouble. So as for these Ironman update videos, I don't have a set schedule of when I'm going to be releasing anything. They'll be kind of relaxed. They'll just pop up every once in a while. And we'll see what happens with the comp cape rework too, because they're going to change some things about the Master Quest cape too, I think. So I may do a video when that comes out. One of my next goals on this account, besides working towards comp, is to get a dive from a treasure trail, so I'm also going to be doing a lot of clue scrolls. You may have noticed that the first 2 videos on this channel were humor related. They're kind of crappy videos, but I enjoyed making them, and so I'm thinking of maybe doing some other humor related RuneScape things in the future, but we'll see about that. Anyway, thank you very much for making it this far, viewers. Hope you enjoyed the series, and see you around in the future. Take care.